Can we get a sailboat, chasing down the sunset as we float round and round the globe?
This is Margarida, the normal one in a not quite normal marriage.
And this is Peter. He's a little bit different, which keeps me on my toes. Together we are on an adventure that didn't work out as planned, but we are fighting back, so come join us.
On last week's episode, Margarida has left me for Havana, possibly never to return. I know you saw this last week, but the music is so good, people. You can't see me dancing, but I'm dancing as I'm editing right here, people. If you'd like to visualise me dancing, and I know two of my favourite female viewers possibly might, well, suitably inebriated of course, just imagine Forrest Gump with those white shoes. That's me, well, except for the shoes. I'm still located about 18 miles west of Cayo Largo, trying to get a nice meal together for Margarida on her return. Well, I was off exploring to get coconuts, and look at all the conch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. My goodness, look, hit the jackpot. $19, $20, $21, $22. Anyway, I saw this lone coconut palm up here, and it's in the mangroves, and you got to get across shallows. I reckon no one could be bothered to come all this way to get coconuts. Bugger me. I reckon I'm going to be hard pressed trying to get in there to get the coconuts. There's a song party. Oh. People have been here. One. And there's monkey prints too. Maybe the monkeys have done this. Shit, I hope they're not big ones. Alright, how do I get in there? Alright, we got 3 coconuts. Maybe I can get to them. Hey man. Well, I can't quite reach him. I need a stick, a ladder, the fire brigade, and someone else to do it. Well, it's got milk. Let's hope it's not waterlogged. There was a reason the monkeys left the coconut. They have far superior smell than I have. Whoa, it was bad. My axe still smells rancid. Ah.
You don't wanna talk, but there's a battle in my heart and
Ah.
you don't wanna talk, but there's a battle in my heart and
Ah. And double ah.
you don't wanna talk, but there's a battle in my heart and
Improperly mounted cannon. 2 Sheilas singing. 2 Sheilas with funny hats. Hang on a minute, aren't cigars supposed to be rolled on the thighs of women? And that is no woman there, people, although that Sheila behind is the ticket. House, units, guy in a dress, bigger house, coloured houses, fancy house, white house, 1948 FX Holden lookalike with more tryhards following. Another guy in a dress. What the hell is this place? More Holden tryhard lookalikes. Another guy in a dress that wants to play a game of footy. Hey fella, better lose the skirt before you play, otherwise you might get pummeled. I appreciate the effort here, fellas, in inclining the cannon, but maybe you ought to point it away from town, eh? Naked lady sitting on a massive cock. Beautiful day for sailing. I'm on the lee side. I got 20 knots. Bloody awesome. Gotta go pick up Margarida. Margarida will be in Cayo Largo tomorrow, which is about 18 miles as the crow flies. I've done this trip before. The wind today is quite north, so it is hopefully going to be a one-tack wonder. We're going to go between these 2 reefs here. I've snorkeled out here before, so I know there is plenty of depth. I just have to avoid these reefs and keep an eye out here for the shoals. I'm fortunate the wind is quite north because the last time I did it, we were tacking between the shoals the whole way. It was an east nor'easter and it was a pain. Now comes the tricky part. We just went past the reef of Estepita, I think it's called. Cayo Largo's directly in front. We just got to make sure we don't hit any reefs. It looks pretty good out front. It's just a bit freaky when you go from thousands of feet to all of a sudden 30 feet and then to 15 feet. And then on the shoals you get down to 1 foot beneath the keel. Ooh, scary stuff at 6 knots. Blah, 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 we are sailing. The wind's at 57 to 60 degrees, so we're going to hook up in and then go on the inside of the reef. I'll give you the Polaroids. Sunny days and Polaroids are a must to travelling the shallows and reefs around the Western Caribbean. Let's take another look. Well, the camera doesn't seem to be doing it any justice. Well, that's what you'd expect on this vlog, but certainly when you're travelling in the shallows and spotting reef, they are a godsend. Side clear for the next 10 minutes. So we should be good at avoiding any coral patches, hopefully. That one's gone. Nothing ahead. Wind's at 35. Yeah, I'm gonna have to open it up a bit. About 250 meters. So we've got a bit of room. Here's the sunnies. plenty of room. Wow, it's not 250 metres, it's more like 150. That's good enough. Okay, we've run into a few patches. I think they're plenty deep, but I'm just trying to avoid them. Better safe than sorry. Okay, this is probably cutting it a bit fine. We've only got 1 foot under the keel. Okay, it's come up to 2 feet. I don't think I should risk it anymore. It's a fair way and I'll try and go through the channel. Because it's only me and I need 2 people to get it off the sandbank. One to be in the dinghy and one to drive and rev them over like shit. I'm going everything by colour. Okay, scrub that. We're up to 3 foot under the keel and it looks to be the same colour. And we're on 1 tack for the last 3 miles. So let's just leave it at that. It'll bring us right in to port. But as I got close, I realised it was still early on in the day. The wind would likely drop, and so I went out to the nearby reef because I was feeling a little peckish. Let's have a little snack. One of the ways you can have a little snack. Okay, I got 2 conch here. This one's a very, very heavy one, and this one's a bit lighter. So I'm going to try and smash through it here. 1, 2, just in there with the edge of this. And let's have a little snack. Alright. Then you get your dive knife. Through that, and then we pull out the claw. I had a bit of a pig's breakfast with this one. I actually went into the next chamber. It should have been more in here. Dive knife's not actually bendy enough, but it'll do. Then we grab it. Voila! Now cut off all the flaps. Yeah, that's a bit of a pig's breakfast there. Now the locals showed me to actually just cut all of that claw off like that. So there's a lot of meat missing, but I'm going to pound the hell. I've got a rock. Where is it? I found a rock. And I'm going to bash the shit out of it. So I'm going to cut it more like this. So there's a little bit of meat lost, but not that much. 1 rock and we tenderize the shit out of it. Because we want to eat this raw. And it's not off at all. It's bloody awesome. It's way better than it being cooked. Just like squid's better raw, and scallops are better raw, pippies are better raw. Almost all seafood is better raw. I do like fish cooked though more. Alright, and now give it a wash and start eating. Now these gloves are on the way out, so I didn't really care about using the gloves. This rock's so sharp that I'm actually going on all 4s, getting to the water and back, so that's why I'm getting the gloves on. But these are going to be thrown out soon, so I don't care about the smell, because they do start to smell after you do this. But look at this beautiful flesh, look at that. And it's all tender. It's so tender. It's excellent. The skin part, try and shave off. But this is bloody good. Not chewy at all. There you go. So you can have a snack whilst you're out in the job. Bloody awesome. It was so nice, I thought I would stay out here overnight. The sunsets out here are amazing.
Time to go to bed. I just said goodbye to my parents, so it's like, you know, when you have a knot in your stomach, that's how I feel, because I don't know when I'm gonna see them again. But we had a lovely time in Cayo Largo and here in Havana. It's an amazing city. It's really beautiful. The architecture is like amazing. The buildings, it's really nice, but it's heartbreaking, yeah, to see how things are. You need to come to realize this. So the buildings are beautiful, but they are falling apart because since the revolution 1959, it's like things got stopped in time and they were not preserved. They didn't have any maintenance. So what it would be used to be glorious now is like, looks like a war. Like it looks like you were in a war zone. So it's really sad to see that part. But in comparison to that, the people, they are really nice. The Cubans are really happy people. They welcome you really nice. They make you feel at home. It was a really good time, but now it's time to get back to my captain. So see you in Cayo Largo.